Okay, we just left the Hard Rock Casino here in Hollywood, Florida, and I'm going to run over to IKEA. I've got to pick up a couple things there, and this is the full self-driving, and just so you know, it's a 2023 Tesla Model Y. The bigger question is, why not? I've had it probably a week now, so a couple things that I don't like about it. One is I can't fit my folding bike in either the frunk or, I'm calling it the basement, but I think they call it the sub-trunk. So that's not really Elon Musk's fault. And then another thing that I don't like about it is okay, that was a pretty long pause. I just saw the car that reminded me what my other complaint was. I don't like that I've got to put the bicycles on a trailer hitch, and the Tesla installed hitch is, I think, $1,500. I am leaning that way only because I'm told with the Tesla approved, Tesla installed hitch, my FSD will still work even with a trailer behind me. Now, I don't know, but that sounds pretty cool to me. So this would be a good example of why I got FSD, and I've mentioned it on some other videos, but just to get it out there, I bought my Tesla not because I was a Elon Musk fan or you can see this guy cut in front of me real quick, not because I was an Elon fanboy or because I was a tree-hugging battery car proponent. That's not why I did it. I bought it because I wanted FSD, and this was the only game in town.
Now keep right to take Florida 84.
Okay, here we go.
Keep right to take Florida 84 east.
But I think what I started to try to get across is one of the reasons I wanted FSD is, I'm sure the camera will make it obvious enough, I'm old and I didn't want to drive anymore. I had, for instance, just back here where like I say, I'm not familiar with that area of town, and that kind of thing is stressful for me, and I'm not going to confirm or deny that I've used my phone to text while I'm driving. I don't want to go down that road, but let's just say sorry. I'm just kind of watching where we're headed.
Now make a U-turn at
West State Road 84. Why is he doing a U-turn? To me, this sounds, like I said, I don't know, but so the truck is in the lane for oncoming traffic. Just going to ease up a little bit. I didn't take over, I just pedaled it a little bit to get it to move up some. Now, so hypothetically, if I had a history of texting and driving, hypothetically, then that's another one of my arguments for getting the FSD.
Keep left to stay on Florida 84.
So I don't understand this exactly. It looks like we're going back where we came from, and this is not going to be a FSD complaint or an FSD problem. This is going to be Google, because FSD is going where Google tells it that I want to go. So why in the world we've just gone east and made a U-turn to go back west?
I'm
going to try to look at the map to see what it is he's thinking he's going to do.
Now keep right to stay on Florida.
That may have been the right move. There may not have been a westbound option from where I was. It would seem like there was. But so I've got no hands on the wheel, and I'm so much more calm that what I was going to say is I don't have to stress about it. I don't know exactly where he's taking me, but I know where I'm supposed to be going, so I might second guess his route for getting there. So you can see a car on the side, just drive right by it, no problem. Here's the funny thing, it seems like the hard stuff it does easy. It's sometimes I think of as the easy stuff that I'll see him struggle at. If that's the case, then the road ahead from where we are now to where we want to be should be fairly easy. Half a mile, 595, yada yada yada. So he was definitely unsure about that maneuver, and from where I'm sitting, it seemed obvious, and I think I would have done it earlier, but he decided to go around late in the decision-making process. I would have approached that intersection and moved over, because I can see there's a semi up ahead. But hey, if I don't have to drive, I'm willing to give up that decision-making processes. So I've also never been to this IKEA, so maybe I should clarify, I've never been to a IKEA of any sort, but I'm looking for some small cabinets, and that seems to be IKEA's specialty. interactions with other cars. Wow, I'm just surprised at how fast he's driving on this hurry mode. Not even sure that I'm in love with that, but in the city you have to drive fast, so I'll signal it right here and he'll move over. I haven't intervened, I just use the turn signal, get him. He will camp out in the left lane a little bit, definitely more than I like. I'm a right lane camper. So there's where I got my laser surgery about 10 years ago, I think, maybe more. Yep. I had worn glasses or contact lenses my whole life, and I got laser there at the, gosh, I don't want to say the place wrong. And that lasted about 5 years. I read with one eye and I can see with the other. And about 5 years later, I got my reading eye adjusted, and now it's 5 years after that, and I struggle a little bit, but I don't use a reading glasses more than once a month or so. I don't know, maybe I should wear them more. But I talked about getting the reading adjusted again, and they were kind of against it. The Canoe Laser Institute. That's why I didn't want to say it. I was thinking Panini, and that would have been embarrassing.
1,000 feet. Keep a right to stay on West State Road 84 to 136th Avenue. Now keep right to stay on West State Road 84.
So I heard somebody talking about how these cars learn to drive, and I'm not going to say
In
what I'm
1,000
telling you is
feet,
100%
turn right
correct,
onto
but the way I
Northwest
understood it,
186th
and
Avenue.
if I understood it correctly, this is what I came away with, that he used professional drivers to teach the AI how to drive. And I can tell you I couldn't drive better. I know for a fact there's situations where he'll hesitate a little bit, but 95% of the time it's better than me. Probably a lot higher than that. If you think about 95% of the drive being much better than the way I drive, those few times that I think I might have made a better choice is a pretty small price to pay for a chauffeur. And then costs, I pay $99 a month, which to me seems outrageous, but I do look at it as insurance. It's insurance that I won't accidentally hit somebody, because I don't think, now I haven't looked into this, but just observing how the Tesla drives, I don't think there are that many cases where the Tesla has driven into people. I think it's really good at that. One thing I looked into is the Tesla will emergency brake and emergency avoidance even if you're not paying for the full self-driving. So if you just buy a Tesla,
Now turn right onto
you'll get
Northwest
that
136th Avenue.
safety included in the cost of the car. Oh, there's IKEA.
Now turn left.
And one thing, you can choose driving
Now
modes.
turn
There's
right.
5 modes, from sloth through chill, and then normal, then hurry, and
Now turn
lastly
left.
Mad Max. So I have it on hurry now, but one other thing that it's got is you can tell it where to park, and so I've got it now. He's supposed to just park.
Now
So
your destination
let's
is
just
on
see
the right.
what he's got planned. Oh, so there's some chargers there, but we're not needing any. So you can see the people walking by, and Tesla sees them as well. Now, I'm new to Tesla, so I don't know about charging. I'll just walk by and look at those chargers to whether they've got this. So hopefully he's probably backing in there. I thought he was trying to take me into that X'd out lane in front of me, but I don't know what he uses to determine whether he wants to back in or not. If you look, you can see the car next to me is crowding the line, so he's got me crowded over just a little bit.
Now turn left.
Nice. Alright, I'm getting ready to stop the video, but I'm going to move to a place that looks less likely to ding up my doors. Maybe I'll just drive that. I'll leave the recording on. So my seat is actually a little too far back for me to drive, just because I've gotten this habit now of letting the Tesla drive. And here we'll just pull straight in. So you can look at this screen and it helps you. You can see it. I'm just about. So if you stop right there, that'll get you safe on your spoiler in the front. And then what I was going to say about the screen is it gets you dead center in between the lines. They call it parking assist. All right, there you go.